Well, good afternoon. How are we doing today? Now I'm going to ask you to get a tablet and pen out. I want you to write down some rules and tools and some steps. See, everybody wants the American dream. What is the American dream? Live on the hill, drive the car of your dreams. If they sue you, they get deleted. You know, you had friends and family kind of rip you off a little bit, and you spent thousands on something that didn't work. Let's get you onto the truth. Let's get you the way to get to first millionaire, and then I'll get you to billionaire if you want. It'll be up to you. Why can I say it? Because I did it. If I can do it, so can you. So let's understand, no pictures or recording. What does that mean for you? In the beginning, I want you to put is the mindset. You have to learn to see it, believe it, go get it. You might want to write that down. See it, pray, believe it, go get it. It's what works for me. So I'm always going to say in the beginning, no pictures or recording. That's pretty important. Be good at here. Now, understand, I've accomplished all my goals. If you have goals today, let's understand something, please. Okay, if you haven't accomplished them, what got in your way? I'll bet you it's probably you. You've been in your own way for years. Let's get past go. Now, that's just me in 1981. Pretty simple. All right, they say white man can't jump. It's funny, in the 81, I hold the record. Fastest kick, highest kick on planet Earth. Then I had to measure how I got goodies. You see, I like goodies and mansions and Lamborghinis and Ferraris. All right, the goal is to get all the goodies, but under the corporate structure. I never wanted to get it through me because someone wanted to take it away. That's no fun. Now let's take a tablet and pen today. Let's draw this way. Turn it this way, please. I'd like you to understand something today. I need you to think and look around you in your city and state. For instance, we look at Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank. They have bankrupt thousands of locations. All right, how'd they do that? Here's a corporation, parent company, owning a branch number. Their branch number was designed basically by a what branch number, separate tax ID. This means at any given time, they choose their choice to close down the location. That means they get to bankrupt the location, take the assets, the money, and walk away and get rid of that 100-year lease. See, it was designed for corporate structure. So let's understand. Now, I'd like you to draw the other diagram on this side. Problem with you have, let's say today, you want to get to 2 to 3 million this year. Since it's the beginning of the year, we can do that. I can guide you and get to the point that you're doing 2 to 3 million this year alone. Best client I did last year has got to about 12 million. All right, David's doing phenomenal. He did that in about 9 months, but he listened and he followed through. So let's see what happens today with you. Corporation with divisions. I had a problem in the 80s. In the 80s, in 84, 85, I had all these locations, Subways, 31 flavors, Pizza Hut. I had some basically what? Domino's. No, not back then. You know what I had is all these things I had. A problem. I didn't want to have a corporation for every location. It's like my Shakey's Pizzas in the shopping centers. California charges a franchise tax fee for every corporation. I don't want that. I was like, why would I give them money for free? So I basically got an ability and the permission to create a division process legitimately. That's what I did. You see, the corporation can be a management company. Manage what company? Managing entities, divisions. You see, if your corporation does business, they sue it, they sue you. I don't like that. So guess what we get to do? We get to play the game. So if we look at the banks and the grocery stores, we look around our city and our state today. We turn around and look at Sam's Club or Walmart or Geico. We look at the city. I don't think you took time to learn how it works. And then you've been ripped off by people, knocked down, and spent money that didn't work in other areas as well. 11 cities filed bankruptcy. What does that mean? Corporation's a legal person. Supreme Court says so. Okay? So if we get 50 corporations, that's 50 states. Cities are corporations as well. So the cities pledge their assets to the state to the federal government. Maybe that's why they can file bankruptcy on a city and wipe out the debt and stay in business in front of you. See, if we learn the rules and tools, we could learn to play. But it's going to be up to you to pay attention today. I'd like you to turn these up for me, please. First goal in everybody's life, stop bringing the pain home. You brought the pain home because of the lack of knowledge. I talked to this real good couple about an hour ago. Fantastic couple. All right. He did some Section 8s and got ripped off a little bit here and there in 2008. See, in 2008, I'm telling people, knock it off. Buyers are liars. They're using Countrywide and all this crap. They kind of caused it to themselves and they screwed it all up. But if he had these properties and the divisions, it would never brought the pain to the corporate himself. You see, you have to have life defense. That's why I always create the line of defense. So let's understand, to be a certified CFO, that means you're going to play, win, and you never bring the pain home ever again. Got it so far? We get a mindset, all right, to reprogram our brains to millionaires. Now, the goal is to look behind the curtain. Me, it was pretty simple. I didn't get a mommy and dad like most people did. I was too busy being used and abused as a kid, and it sucked. I went to the pier, Redondo Beach Pier. Mrs. Hope dropped me off there when I was 3.5 years old. Rolled down the window. If you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm leaving there to die. I learned the hard way. She was a she-devil from hell. I sold off the pier and got caught. You see what happened? Every time I did something, I'm trying to learn something. And that was the point. I was learning what they said and the ability to see it, believe it, go get it. It's kind of like today, knowing how they made their money, how I can change my life. So I created a blueprint. I was 9.5 at the Torrance Library, and I called it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. It works. So it worked for me. And I've been changing it all through the years anyway. So if we do this correctly, I can get you to 2 to 3 million this year. That's probably the best you can do this year. All right. Unless you're ready to run, that means you do what I tell you to do and don't think about it, just get it done. The more you think, the more you screw it up. Sorry to say, but it's true. That's how it works. So let's do this. Let's repackage you as a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Okay. We want to rebuild you my way because I don't think your way worked. And the reality is like Humpty Dumpty. Okay. Now let's look at this. Now the goal is not just to look at me being my butts, my assets are higher than the 6-foot locker because I could just kick up to 13 feet. It's kind of fun. All right. I didn't know I was doing anything different. I could get the door jam at 10, the basketball hoop at 14. So simple. Here's the goal. I'd like you to reach your highest goal this year. No matter what you do, if you do it my way, I'll get you at least to 2 to 3 million. That would be the goal. Did you want the $100 million building I obtained? Millionaire Lamborghinis, mansions, U-Docks, yachts? Why not? I got them all. Why don't you? See, the goal is how we get these things because we have a problem. Back in the 80s, they kept throwing in my face the loan to value problem. I don't like that. Division process solved that problem. The goal is I don't want to pay franchise tax fee for every location I have. So when we draw the diagram for corporation divisions, let's understand a division, your name's not on it. So you can roll the dice and you can take a chance and you don't bring the pain home. That's the goal. So first question to you, very simple. Do you want to be a millionaire? It's very simple. Think about it for a second. You want to be a millionaire? Unfortunately, most of you are going to say yes. I'm going to call and say, oh, that's kind of stupid. No, you're not stupid. I think you followed some of the things that are kind of stupid, but that's just my opinion. You do not want to be a millionaire because all the money's going to you and you're a duck and a sheep. How about you want to be a millionaire corporation? See, the puppet master. That's how it works. So if we do this, the foundation, structure. If I have a corporation, you call my call centers, one of those, and you go, well, I don't have a corporation. I got an LLC. By the way, that makes that person kind of sound stupid. An LLC is a limited liability company. It's a corporation. So we understand how to do that. But if that corporation does business and they sue it, they sue you. Your name's all over it. It's simple. You're the duck and the sheep. We can learn to play to win if you want to. You see, it doesn't matter how old you are. Age is very simple. It's here. I tell everybody I'm 39 and a half because when I got 39 and a half years, I stuck there. It's mental. I stay there. Age had nothing to do with anything. I was 14 and a half when I created my first $1 million friggin' dollars to a corporation. They asked how old I was. I had a beard at 12. I told them I was 20, 30, don't care. Age is just in the mind. Look at Colonel Sanders, 65 when he starts KFC. See, you got to understand the reason you have problems, most of them is because of yourself. Look in the mirror and blame yourself. You see, the reality is, how old are you? We got to ask that question because the reason is this. Why don't you have the American dream? Why don't you really have that extra $5 to $10 million company you're entitled to? The IRS says 5 million below is small company. You want to be a small company all your life or something? So money is the problem. How do we get where we want to go when the world doesn't want to teach us the truth? And most people think they act like they know what they're talking about. They're full of you know what. I will challenge anybody in open forum, anybody on this planet, one-on-one or a whole group of people. Knowledge to knowledge. Well, simple. I have an IQ of 203 at 14 and total recall on those things. I usually piss people off. I think most of them are full of, you know what? See, here's our problem about money. You're not winning the lottery. You're not getting a damn raise. How about if I get you 3 million? Would that be okay? See, the only thing that made sense to me is when I got that first $100,000 of credit in the mail when I started helping end industries. This is 10 million. How much would you like? How much would you like? You see, the goal is this. A person's credit used wrong, it all screws up and brings the pain home. That's kind of stupid. Corporate credit doesn't show up on personal credit files. And we could build a business like I did off credit and write it off interest rate and credit card. So the money is in the corporate credit. The dream is in you, but will you follow through? See, I wanted you to get ready. I mean, it's like, ask yourself, are you ready? Are you ready? You want it bad enough. You can taste it. You can feel it. You can get it out of you. In other words, get the hell of everybody out of your way. You see, you got negative in your life, negativity, people around you, blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to people. Listen to your heart. From there, it's simple. Let's basically make you a CFO. And let's do everything as a division so we win. That's the goal. See, this is 2025. In the history of mankind, 5 goes into 25 5 times, into 2000 4 times, and then more. If you understood that 2025 is the year that anybody on this universe, they could run and win, but it's up to you. Let's see what you're going to do today. It's your turn. We need $100,000 a month coming into a business without thinking about it, paying the bills, reaching the goal, reaching what? Financial freedom, the cash flow free per time I put in my book 49 years ago. So let's understand something today. I want to make you a CFO. If you want to partner with me in a business or I want to hand you one, you got to not screw it up. So that means you have to be exactly what I want you to do to protect you and your family too. Now I get this rhyming thing that always happens to me. Sorry, but it's just the way it works. So you got to deal with that. Okay. If I'm going to make you a CFO, maintain personal credit, I want you to have 100,000 of personal credit. Now, those two might stop. 100,000 of personal credit. If your rules and tools are 29% because they have to be, because I designed it that way. Okay, I designed it that way. Let's understand. All credit fluctuates. Your personal credit, your personal wallet today, all right, need a sticky. We got to dummy proof this. The $10,000 card isn't 10,000. It's $2,900. If you think it's 10,000, that's where you're being stupid. It's $2,900. You use more than 2,900, your score drops. You get stuck, you can't get any more. You backed yourself and family in a corner, and you made yourself a duck and a sheep, so your wife too. And then you bring the pain home, and then you hawked your house. Isn't that kind of silly and dumb? If all credit fluctuates but these two cards, the only two on the planet. If I maintain 29%, and I put these in place, which is unlimited, up to $1 million, and they don't fluctuate, and they don't hurt my score, I can go get some more. So understand personal credit, yes, but manage it correctly. Understand the rules and tools that I helped develop back in the 80s. So let's understand. 100,000 credit, 29% rule. All right, that gives you 71,000 of safety. When you have an oh shit day or year, oh, did I say it out loud? We all say it. We have no shit day or year. That's 1 year's salary. If your goal is to protect your family, you cannot bring the pain home ever. That's why I designed Never Bring the Pain Home a long time ago. Corporation needs $250,000 to $1 million of cash credit. Do you realize a corporation's credit doesn't show up on personal credit file? We don't have to worry about the 29% rule. The only card we have to do that is the Capital Spark cards. All the other ones don't show up at all. So if we do this correctly, this means very simple. You can have 9 divisions. Understand, there are 12 acts, the Fair Lending Act, Credit Services Act. What do we get to do? Under that act, Lending Act, 1 card become 99 more. Each division gets its own credit files, so we can basically roll the dice. If you roll the dice, it should always be a division. For banks and grocery stores and cities, it's always a subsidiary. Got it? We have to get auto income. Me, it's simple. All right, when I was 17, I had 22,000 payphones. $300 a month coming in. Wee. All right, that was the fun stuff. I had 19 houses. Going to auctions, have fun. I didn't go to high school. I was in college at 14. So what do we get to do? They told me I had 19 houses. They looked at me like I was a damn crook. How'd you do that? It's not possible. Well, that's your problem because you're stupid, I always thought. They said no. See, I transferred it to my divisions. It freed up my loan to value problem. Every time there's been a problem in this world or life that I get confronted with, I find solution or I create one. Auto income. That was the thing. So let's think about you, asset protection. Okay. I talked to this ding dong that wrote this book called Bulletproof Your Bull, blah, 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 blah. I asked him what a UCC1 is. What's that? I asked him what it's the deed of trust settlement of rents. What's that? This idiot is a best-selling idiot. All right, don't know crap. And he's selling a book that's full of crap. He's missing the whole point. But it's kind of like half those people on TikTok and Google and YouTube going blah, blah, blah. But again, what do we say? Let's protect the asset so we don't bring the pain where? Home. And we protect the family. Take a picture. You need to be a repackaged CFO, Chief Financial Officer, personal business. This will get you to 2 to 3 million this year. But you have to do what you're told to do. You're not good at that, are you? You're a grown-up. Oh, goody for you. What did you do? You screwed it up 50 times so far. You listened to a bunch of ding-dongs. You spent thousands of crap, didn't work. You had a friend and family member rip you off. You co-signed crap, and that's not even you ever to think about. My clients, I teach them one thing. Friend or family asks for help. Hey, I got $50. Everything I got's in a trust. I can't touch anything. They'll ask twice and they'll go away. Let's focus on chapter 18. You got that so far? Chapter 18. I got an LLC, I don't care what you got. We're going to convert it to a 1244 anyway. Corporation, chapter 18, not here to be CPA and attorney. There's my little disclaimer. Let's circle this. A corporation's a legal what? It's right there. A legal person. Now, I was lucky. I was being abused as a kid by Mrs. Hope all the time. But I was listening to her poker game. I was 7.5 and I heard that. I wrote it down. Rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library, man, what does this mean? She was rude too. Why? She walked away. 5 minutes later, here's a mockafish, he's a bug. I wanted to spin kick her in the face, but I didn't. Now watch what I circle next. You ready? This is the problem with you if you have a corporation today. It says may sue or be sued. You're so full of wrong information, it's ridiculous. A corporation is on Secretary of State's website. Your name's there. You're the officer. You're on the damn bank account. You're controlling the money. When they sue you. You're the duck and the sheep. You might as well walk around going, bah, quack, 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 all day long. So let's understand. Did you spend thousands for that corporation too? Which most people do. That's kind of ridiculous. Did you know a corporation cost $10 when I did Helping Hand Industries? By the way, I was 9.5. The weird thing is I got $100,000 credit cards in the mail without applying for credit. We got that in the 80s and 90s. We didn't have to apply. They sent us a card. Whee! Free money. Nobody respected it because you don't respect free. Now, I got named in the movie Dave as well, but I got 100,000 credit in the mail. Well, it's kind of weird. So let's understand. My screw up, this is where I'm being stupid myself. I started the Orange County Blind Center. I was 12.5 years old. I used the word Braille. Braille belongs to the Braille Institution. See, you think you use Velcro. You don't. Velcro is the name of a company in El Segundo, California. The product you're using is called Hook and Loop. Do you blow your nose on Kleenex or tissue? See, that's what I didn't master until I did. I got named a lawsuit at 12.5. It scared the crap out of me. Isn't the goal to never bring the pain home? That's the goal. So let's understand the big lie. You got to quit believing the lie. I got a corporation, it's going to protect me. Bull. You know what? See, the problem you got is you pierce your own damn veil. The moment you sign for a credit card, a car, a building, you sign a building lease? Corporation screws up, they still come get you. Car, you. Credit card, you. You. Isn't this called stupid? So I didn't want to pay a franchise tax fee. When I was training Ken Yarborough, and he was security chief at TRW, used to be bodyguard for President Nixon, CID, and all the blah, 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 and I'm training him. For TRW, he became a civilian back in the 80s, okay? So let's understand something. We wrote a book called File Segregation. I didn't like it when it was done. It bothered me. He says, Ray, your division of you takes 90 days. I don't care. Do you realize the way it was set up, it allows you a division of you 3 times? You never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Shame on you. You got to spank yourself. But again, let's understand. If I can file an entity under a corporation umbrella, it makes it a legal person. It protects me and my family, and I'm allowed to legitimately, the IRS will give me an SS4. Legitimately. That division of you can roll the dice and guarantee everything you're trying to do without being you. You like being you or something? I think sometimes you suck. You bring the pain home. That sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to have fluff. I don't have flush. Fluff, fluff, fluff. So let's think. If today you got the guts, you write down today's date. We go from every step, every day we work towards the goal. And the end of the year, you have $2 to $3 million company. Would that be okay? We did it my way for a while. That's just some goodies I obtained. You can do it too. It's kind of like you're in coaching. If you're in one of my coaching programs with my junior, senior coaches or with me personally, that means your case file is being reviewed by me every week. I have reviewed and analyzed 50 million people because I get to know every customer, period. They might not like me, all of them. Small times they don't like me because I'm too blunt. I tell it like it is. They screw up, I say, you screwed up, you quit screwing up. Sometimes they don't like the truth. But the reality is your case file's with me and I'm going to analyze you personally. Then you get stuck with me. Isn't that fun? Now let's talk about what the goal really is. I want a house and a car. Stop. Okay? Stop. Just stop. Your bottom line is income. Knock off the crap. Your first goal is income because it takes money to pay the bills, to take care of the wife, husband, children, family. I didn't have a family as a kid. Do you realize I didn't get a Christmas or a birthday till I got married? That sucks. But that's what I got to deal with. So money is your number one goal. So let's understand 10,000, 50,000, $100,000 monthly. That's only $1.2 million corporation. That's just baby time. So this is monthly. But you got the ability if you listen and learn. Now, if you want to make some extra money, today's simple. Drive Uber, Lyft, have a garage sale, something, or just refer people to me. If you refer them while I'm online, I pay 20%. If you refer them to the specialist, that's fine. They'll refer you and get you 10% in commission. But I like to send it to your corporation, not you, because I don't want you to pay tax. I want the corporation to absorb it as an expense and spend it to make the company grow. You want to make $1,000 today? Let me know. Simple. It's called money, money, money. Buckets of money. Now let's understand something. Until you look at you and look in the mirror, you're not going to stop the stuff you're doing today. This poor guy, keep talking about how old he is. Okay, I'm 39 and a half years old. People ask that all the time. Hey, I got 39. I stuck and stayed there. When you talk about you're old, you're going to feel old, act old. Hell no. When I was young, I want to be older. When I'm older, I want to be younger. Okay? So let's put you in check. Find a mirror today, stare at it. Look at yourself. Blame you, because that's the only person you can blame. Blame you. Let's understand. Did you do anything different yesterday, today, than you're going to do tomorrow? Your routine is boring and sucks. Isn't that terrible? Let's change your routine. Let's tomorrow morning you get up an hour earlier. I love getting up every day at 2:25 in the morning. I get my me time. I'm at the office at 4. I get my me time. Someone comes at 6. Okay, that's fine. I need my me time. And that makes sense to me. So what do we look at? Okay, why don't we start this way and get your feet wetted just a little bit? All right, we get the repo list so we can buy cars, boats, houses, apartment complex, or duplex. How about probate lists, divorce lists, bankruptcy lists? Okay, see, these lists would give me the ability to go get a piece of property. If I want to buy a house, it's like go to Chase, repo, all right now, and I can pick one of those houses and take over the payments. There's so many ways to do something if you want to do it. It's like you want to buy and be a broker, a supply and vendor credit. Okay, go sell computers. No matter what you want to do and what you're doing today, without the structure, you can't make it happen. See, every time you steal from your family, you keep bringing the pain home. That's silly and dumb. corporation, division, corporation, division. What do we get? Personal credit. We maintain it, understand it more, and we go get corporate credit, finance the business. Then we multiply it by division process. And then we basically decide what type of business and partner with me. And we have some fun. I like making money. That's the game. See, this was always like a chess game. I became a chess master at 14 years old, and nobody at Owens Coast College would play with me until they gave me the captain's honor, okay? Because I like to strategize and kick the crap out of everybody. It's just kind of fun. So what do? If you do what you're told, this year, 2 to 3 million, within basically 36 months, you could have about a $10 million company. But you need to follow through and do what I tell you to do. Don't think, just do. Okay. Now, this is 2025. This is the year you knock off the crap because you're 45 to 75 years old. It's time to take it seriously. Okay. And what do we need to do? First of all, this is the year we run. We run hard, fast, and steady. We basically never look back because the past is the past. I use that as a reference. Next, from here, I want you to say this. I want you to write it down. See, you got to be committed to your goal. I will accomplish my goal. I will accomplish my goal, and nobody will get the hell in my way. I'll knock them down. That's the mind you have to have, because you're going to get spit on, kicked in the shins, knocked down 1,000 times. You got to get up 1,001. You got to be tough enough to get there. It's not easy. Now, for me, I'm going to stay with boring and steady. I've been saying boring and steady for 49 years. Take a picture of this page right here. Okay. This is the type of business I've done all my years. Okay. Making millions and billions through corporate structure. So the goal would be, okay, what do I want? See, I don't want you to run a business. You want to run a business? Okay, I'll guide you in a little business over here. But me, I want to get you one of these out of my inventory, and I want to make sure you get auto income. No matter what you do, I want this coming in. I want you to free up your time. Again, so today is an exercise. Somebody should drive you around your city. Literally drive you around. All right, you should be in the passenger in the first seat, in the front seat right there. This way you can pay attention, not have tunnel vision when you drive. These things are every 6 miles on a busy street. My next question is pull down that mirror and look in the mirror and say, why the hell do I not own those? Why I don't own these things? Why don't you? I don't understand. Some people are so busy running their business and going out of business before they get out of business. And it's like, why don't you just buy this? I've helped people put $75,000 to get a damn Wendy's restaurant. Okay, you want a gas station? You want a storage unit? All right, you want a laundromat? You want a dry cleaners? Okay, these are the things, all right? You want a vending machine business? Okay, so let's understand. All right, these are the things that I have in my clients after they get out of the coaching, all right, with me, that I line them up to go get. Now I am going to now get inventory of these things so I can pick and choose who's going to get what. It's kind of fun. So if you're in coaching or get into coaching, don't be surprised. At the end of that, I'm going to say, which one would you like based on the money I help build you? Isn't that more fun? But again, this is the auto income I'm talking about. So again, play with me and I'll get you there. It's easy. See, what happens with most of you, you hire somebody and then you don't get that person again, you get your team or something. I got a team to support, but every class that ever's been done is through me. Okay, and I got 10 classes in rotation all the time. I'm online in person, online for the last 40 plus years. All right, and you're stuck with me, period, like it or not. So here's what would happen. Okay, you get into a program, and I basically point you in the right direction, and we coach you through the process. Now, this person in 8 months got to literally $96,000 a month. Okay, what did we do? This is to free up your time. What did I do? All right, financial freedom, cash flow, free up our time. What I put in my first series, Winning the Game of Business 49 years ago. Okay, yes, some other guy tried to steal that too. What else is new? He did file bankruptcy once or twice. $96,000 a month. Would you like that? It took them 8 months to do what I told them to do. They could have did it faster, but they were kind of slow at it. All right. So if we're going to go get some business like this called auto income, I have a system, all right, that we're going to go get the locations for you with you. Okay. If you want, we'll even partner up. That means you and me will partner up in a business. I've done that since 1987. So I can guide you to go at your own, help you close the escrow, or I'll partner up because I have some inventory of these I'm gathering right now. So I'll line it up for you. Again, I want to make it simple. All right. In 2009, I was turnkey everything. But I got to die in a coma, got to come back. All right, 3.7 billion sold of my life, had to rebuild it again. Then we had the pandemic and all these other things. So what are we going to do? Let's rebuild you as a CFO. So remember, I believe you're 45 to 70 years old. Maybe you played it safe. Maybe you never took the chance, or you did, and you got your assets kicked. But the goal is let's do it my way. Division process. So let's think about what I see in this office today. Everyone goes out to lunch and spends 15 to 20 bucks on crap in a bag. Then they come back and act like they did something good. Why don't they bring their lunch and eat healthy? It's I do every day. But you know what happens? You and everybody else spend about $50 every other day, and they kind of piss it away. That's $700 a month. For the money you waste every month, you could actually do a business auto income without spending any money at all. So let's see what we can do. Cash, all right, through the corporate structure. Here's an apartment complex. Let's say this is something we want to go get, okay? And they want $3 million for it. What are you going to do? You're going to think, okay, I can't afford it. Well, let me think about it. I'm going to make sure I can afford it. How am I going to attack it? What am I going to do? I'm going to do a title search. There's a project. They want $3 million. Okay, they want 300,000 down, 10%. I'm going to get to the point I can talk to the real people, not the broker. Okay, I'm going to talk to the seller. From there, I got a new payment. So let's say you did what I told you to do, and based on types of loans we can obtain. Now we have this income coming in. What is the problem? You think you're done. See, when you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s, when you get money, you act like it's going to last forever. Then you don't respect it. Then you piss it away, and then you're broke the next day. This is the problem. All right. If you had to suffer or come from hell like I did, you're going to appreciate every dollar you ever get. But again, this is how it works. You get careless. You think 13,452 is good? Hell no. Your problem is any one of those people in that complex can slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. They sue the management company, which is you, or your corporation too. No, 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 no. We're going to do something different. We're going to split each unit, or we're going to do assignment of mortgage. Write down assignment of mortgage. We're going to dissect it. Assignment of mortgage lets one thing happen. The liability reversed. Now I'm become the bank. They can't sue me, but I can sue them if they don't pay. Don't you like that better? Now I got $76,800 per month for 30 years. 30 years. Problem with you sell house or car, and you could have kept it, and you could have did assignment of asset or mortgage, and you could have been the damn bank for 10, 20 years or 30 years, and you decide to let it go. I don't understand that. Why would anybody not want to be the damn bank? But again, that's up to you. Let's look at Freddie Mac. Okay, let's look at Section 8, 203K. All right, hospice, elderly. Let's look at something like that. 0 to 1% loan. Let's look at DSCR loans. Okay, as long as it's a business and we have cash flow, not in the negative, we can qualify for the loan. What do we do now? Okay, see, you don't have to have great credit to get that, but you want to have, not the worst credit in the world. So here's a way we can actually take these units. There's 64 units in that apartment complex. What do I want to do? How many divisions do I need? 66. See, I need a division to receive it, one to guarantee it. The problem is you want to do it from corporate union, and that's wrong. I think that's called stupid, stupid, and stupid, and stupider. That's just my opinion. I want to be the bank. I want to be the bank. So let's understand to play different ways to play with me. We'll have some fun. Now, here's a $500 million of goodies. Problem I got in the 80s, part of the 90s, loan to value. When I put in my divisions for the car collection, I couldn't have a problem because they're not my cars. They're registered to divisions. Any bumpity bump, they can't sue me and screw me up. I like that to protect my ass. That's how it works. So we can play the game to win. Isn't that why I wrote the original series 49 years ago, Winning the Game of Business? All right, God's gift, the mansion in the harbor. So what do? I got properties in all 5 islands in Huntington Beach. I got 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy, and a bunch of Sea-Doos, but it's everywhere. Damn, it's everywhere. What a mess. Sometimes I have to think about where do I park it last. But again, what did I do? I had to get the largest U-Dock, that big mansion on the corner. Now, the Duffy was for the wife. Why? She's a CFO. I got to take her to Captain Jackson Friday and Saturday for steak and lobster. Happy wife, happy life. Money gets you honey. Either way you look at it, it's how everybody's going to win. So here's that $100 million building and the $1 million Lamborghini. But they're not mine. They belong to corporation divisions. So if we learn to play the right way, we can actually protect our assets and roll the dice and win. That was the goal. Helicopter, building, Lamborghini too. Now here's the goal. Mindset. Let's break it down for a second for you. Let's think. If you can touch it, you can kick it. Write it down. This will help you decide and dissect the goal. If you can touch it, you can kick it. Everybody can jump up with their fingertips and hit the basketball hoop. Now, I can do the splits every which way you can think of, between the chairs and all that crazy stuff. So all I had to do is be able to take my foot above my head. I'm already touching it anyway. See, we can accomplish the goal just like Bannister did for the 4-minute mile. It's mindset. So the reality is I hit my head, ow, ow, ow. The light's only 13 feet. So these people had to look at it on that side too. So all of a sudden, the Guinness Book of Records guy comes out. He says, where's the wires? He kind of pissed me off. So now this is not running 50 feet to jump. This is just 2 steps and boom, I kicked out the lights. He ran out like a little girl. Came back, there's no wires. It's an aluminum building. No blank, Sherlock. See, it's a mindset. I'm always being put down, knocked down, but I'm going to get back up. See, you can accomplish your goal. Very simple if you get your mind straight. The next thing is like when I did my research after the coma. Richard Bishop was my grandfather. Fantastic, good. Too bad he didn't want to know me. Now, he won the Olympics in 1932 in gymnastics in Los Angeles. Maybe that's why I could kick the door jam of the basketball hoop. Maybe he could, I don't know. Doesn't he look at Al Capone anyway? See, the word no doesn't mean no. No means no, it does not. No means I don't know how. Every time they told me no when I was a kid, I thought they were stupid. They told me no because they didn't know how. It's like when I created the Ray Rooms University. All the classes that I teach all the time. Fridays and Saturdays stuck with me live. Isn't that fun? From there, what did I do? One technology drive. We got to 1 million a day. Isn't that the goal? Kind of fun. So here's the Millionaires Founders Get the Next series that I sold at the Bonaventure. Okay, for 32 years, being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles. So it's 12 books and CDs. It's a full blueprint, how to create a $1 million corporation. Simple. And a company. The office now sells it for $1,000. Now, through me, I give a discount because I don't get a paycheck and I don't get a commission. I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. Why would I want one of those? It's half price for me, $4.99. Now, here's the thing you got to think about real estate system. When I created basically Homestead Blocker, UCC One Chattel Mortgage, okay, I sold it to my billionaire and millionaire clients for $10,000 a set. Kind of fun. The financial series, all right, buckets of money, tax balance, you become the bank. Why not? So that series, another 10 grand. Rules and tools, that's right there. Through me, I give a discount to $9.99, half price, of course. Simple. Now, let's think about classes. We now have 10 classes in rotation. So that means every 10th week, there's a different class, again, rotation again and again. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years, helping people. These classes will change your life. This Saturday's class, specialty class at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, it's about divisions and subdivisions. It's one of my #1 classes. I'm usually always sold out. All right, you better line up. If not, you're not going to make the door. So what do? Let's think. If you have a profit corporation, why don't we think about nonprofit? They're giving away $10 billion from nonprofits, and there are portals in all cities and states. We could get nonprofit money, like one of the people I talked to earlier today. Let's get a nonprofit building. Let's fix it up. They give us grant money, no problem. And then over here, you work your profit company working in conjunction. It's kind of like the Hyatt Hotel in Texas that we basically turned it into for military retirement, 110 units. They're only giving basically $1,700 per unit per month. Is that good? So we can actually help people and make a living and help more people and create jobs. What a concept. So let's get a piece of the action. Let's just make sure we make a difference. Here we go. Now understand, go to irs.gov, get a hold of a 1023 form. That'll help you get the 501c3. Now let me get to the class to do it because most people charge $15,000 to fill out the form. I'm going to teach you how to do it for free. Is that okay? But again, if you need a nonprofit corporation to work in conjunction with a profit company, I'd say the corporation articles are free. You pay your filing fee. Authors list, actually, I do all that for you too, 3 divisions, and then the nonprofit workshop. Now, the reason people want me to do the divisions, not only because I invented them, but I also set up the credit report, a Spear and Treasure and Equifax to every entity or corporation, profit or nonprofit. So the credit report's ready to go. Office sales is about $4,000. If you want to set, if you did it tonight, it's $24.99. You save some money. Now take a picture here so you understand Zelle. See, I love the fact that banks bought Zelle on July 6, 2022. They don't need the locations. It kind of makes what? It transfers money instantly. I love that Zelle. Now. That's why I always say. People always make fun of that too. So again, it's Ray at rayscredit.com. There you go. Simple. Now let's do this. Let's quit treading water, plain and safe. See, you're not going to get where you want to go unless you have these 5 things as a structure. Everything to me is rules, tools, and putting it together. That's what it's always been for me. Okay. So number 1, I got to get you to 750 score. I'll help you and I'll show you how to do that too. Next, we got to have a corporation in divisions, usually 9 to 18 divisions. Next, we need to get $100,000 to $1 million of credit. See, if your goal is $1 million, you need $1 million of credit to get that. You need to equal the credit to equal the goal. From there, how about checkbook money per division 150? How about we get supply and vendor credit, because we need that as well. I had this one client so silly. Every time he kept using his Home Depot and his Lowe's card, his credit report go, he's like, stop the crap, knock it off. That needs to be the corporation combo cards. What the hell are you doing to yourself? Okay, they're just screwing up. So let's understand something. Must have, these 5s are must have things to do as we partner up. Okay, you have a corporation. Let me hold your hand, sing kumbaya, build the credit file so you don't have, and get you basically a couple $1 million of cash credit, and let's finance the dream. And then write it off at the same time. That way you don't steal from your family. That'd be kind of dumb. So what do? Corporation. You don't have one? How about if I give you one for free? And you pay your filing fee. How about I basically help you stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row, all right, and repackage you my way. Because my way works your way. Sorry, I think it sucks. Did I say that out loud? So what are we going to do? Let's play my way for a minute. Here's Glenn. He's, just a nice guy. All right, I see him living in his Pinto car for 3 years. I go, what happened? What's your story? My wife left me. Well, that's my job. Knock it off. Man up. Sorry, it's what I told him. I said, there's a better woman out there for you if you're a good guy. So $1 million company. Didn't have to live in the Pinto anymore for 3 years. Brand new house, brand new truck. Put on one of my TV shows. No problem. Next, I'm helping people coming out of prison. Here's Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. I get him $3 million. Is that good? We get him to that as well. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. It took me 6 months to repackage him to a $5 million business doing dump trucks. That's what he wanted to do. Michael, God rest his soul. All right, we have Arnold. We have basically presidents I've done as well. From there, we have basically Costner. We have Giovanni for Pixar. Oh, we got college professor, Biola University. Oh, I got Superman's, Gold's Gyms. All right, Steve. All right, no problem. From there, Cook and Ring, God rest his soul. Now I got this woman $1 million too as well. So here's what happens. No matter where you come from, if we do it my way, we don't bring the pain. So I've even incorporated the Lakers, Dodgers, Clippers, and Angels too. Here's your problem. Sorry, it's your problem. This is what you do, and we're going to quit doing this. You have a kitchen table meeting with your wife or your husband, and we're going to talk. We're going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody for you. We're going to jack up our credit cards, drop our score, get stuck, can't get any more, hawk our house, bring the pain home to you, and screw it up and call it stupid too. Well, that's what you did. Isn't that stupid? People aren't stupid. They're just half the people in this world are freaking lazy. See, this would be stupid because they didn't teach you rules and tools that I created in the 70s and 80s. Sorry, they didn't want to teach you. But I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Where the hell you been? That's on you. So our goal should always, never bring the pain home. See, I won't partner with somebody unless they do what I want. Isn't that terrible? My way or highway, because I'm not bringing the pain home to the corporation ever. It's not acceptable. All cards fluctuate. This is how it was designed. That means I got to put a sticky behind the card. I got to dummy proof it. A 10,000 card, only worth $2,900. If I jack it up, get stuck, can't get any more, that's how stupid I'm me. I don't want to do that. That's just kind of dumb. Oh, there's excuses. I lost my job, got an emergency. Knock it off. Quit being a baby. These cards don't fluctuate. So if we understand that all cards fluctuate, but these two do not, this is where everybody's missing the point. The way it was designed, and I helped set the system up anyway, they don't fluctuate. They're worth $1 million friggin' paid over time limit as well. your score would never drop for below a 750. And if you're going to take a chance, it's a division because you don't want to bring the pain home. My way works. 750 score. So we're going to learn raise rules and tools. That's what you have to master here. We're going to lose. It's a division. We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. We're going to get rid of that bad piece like the banks and groceries and cities do because we're allowed to. We the people. Now, if you got started today, the goal would be, okay, what are you going to do? First of all, 750 score, we got to get people there. All right, we want to stay there, like I just explained to you. Next, we got to get credit cards that are 5 to 10,000. Okay, all right, no problem. 10 grand. What can we use again? 2,900. Understand rules and tools. Next, we have to do a rapid refresh. You know, Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes and I created Rapid Score and Rapid Refresh 44 years ago. It's like in the mortgage companies and what they needed to do. I was behind all that silly stuff. They had a problem, it came with a solution. Simple. That works. So we're going to do disputes if you had negatives for 9 months for free. Why not? Because I got to help you. You need to go to class and not falling you off. We're going to charge you $14.98. Very simple. What you're going to do is go to class Friday or Saturday or both. You're stuck with me live. Isn't that fun? 750 is your goal. So what do? You get to go for 6 months because by that time we should hit the first million, if not 2. But it's up to you. So what is the goal? That's just the baby program, by the way. If you did it tonight, we discount it to $9.99. Very simple. That's all you got to do. Next thing here, what we got to do? Never bring the pain home. Now, if you have a corporation, all right, if not, I'll hand you one for free. We got to make you CFO. That's the goal. Rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. We're going to charge you $2,499. I'm going to hand you $25,000 of credit, 10 times your investment. Okay. I'm the only one on this planet. They always, whatever you pay, try to give you up to 10 times your money back anyway through personal business credit. That's how you win. All right, very simple. What's going to happen next? We're going to analyze you. You're stuck with me doing that live. And then from there, what are we going to do? We're going to add history and pop credit as soon as possible. We're going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty. The goal is you go to class level 1, all right, for 90 days in setup. Okay, and what do we do if you did it tonight? $19.99. And you still get $25,000 of credit. Now there's that picture again. What do you do now? It's a Zao now, or you call the office to one of my call centers now, or when I'm done. 800-254-9506. Okay, if you currently charge, all right, and what happens if you use a credit card, they charge 5%. Because you're on this class tonight, all right, they're going to waive that 5% if you can do it after I'm done talking. You're not going to pay the 5%. Okay, now here's what I need you to do. I need you to go to irs.gov, irs.gov, okay? I need you to get an SS4 form. I need you to get a 1244, a 656, a 4506A and C and T. Got it? I need you to be prepared. See, here's the IRS, and you're going to set up your own account so you want your tax returns. That's right, and you can have a separate one for your spouse. What's going to happen is a creditor is going to send you a form. Their form is 4506T or C. I want you to be prepared. See, I'm going to repackage you my way so you have all the information. Get your hands dirty, understand how it works, and quit hiring a bunch of ding-dongs that screwed you up in the past anyway. They didn't teach you how to do things. See, they might have known a little piece. God gave me the whole pie. Got it? We're going to plan the problem. We are going to plan the problem before it kicks our assets. We're going to get like this person here, and you're going to get to the first $96,000 income on a monthly base within about 8 months or less. All right, would you like to play that way? There you go. All right, so what do we have to go back to? Foundation, corporations, a legal what person? It's right there. Not here to be sapient attorney, but what happens is when it's sued or you sue, it can come after you. So understand how to play. Your corporation should do 4 things. Let's write them down. These are Ray's rules, my rules. It's going to buffer tax, no taxes due to your profitable. It's going to get corporate credit and write it all off in interest rate too. It's going to buy cart fleet price and get their free buffet at the hotel. That's all it's allowed to do. That's it. Your corporation becomes a management company. If it does business, I'm going to call it stupid. Because when they slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up, you're a dead duck. If your corporation's a management company and you have a division for your business, division, you can basically protect yourself. If one goes bad, get a new one and a new one. No intent to defraud, of course. But again, it's like the banks, grocers, and cities. A division is allowed. It's called the line of defense. It's cheap. It's multiple functions. Buy at wholesale price. Multiple credit reports. Real estate separate ability. Understand? I've had clients that have properties. And the problem, because they did it themselves or corporation, they made it a freaking mess. And they're wondering, what happened to me? Stop it. Every property needs to be a division. Because if I got a bad one, I get rid of the bad one. See, divisions gave me the ability not to pay a franchise tax fee when I created them in 87, 85, 86, all through that process of all my shopping centers and all my pieces. This is a line of defense. See, when I was a kid, I became the janitor for the karate studio. Chuck taught us line of defense. He taught us circle, or the defensive circle. This means if somebody came close to you, you'd hug, kiss them, or love them, or step back and get ready to kill. That's how it works. They line of defense. Why didn't you protect you and your family? What's wrong with you? I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Where the hell you been? If you don't build a corporate umbrella the right way, you're a duck and a sheep. That kind of sucks. But again, it's up to you. All right. Who guarantees, literally, all right, what we're trying to do from a franchise, house, or credit card? If it's a division, the division can get it. My division can guarantee it. I don't have to be me. Being me sucks sometimes. Bringing the pain home, oh, that's no fun. So what do we look at? Okay, here's a corporation. All right, we don't want to be a duck or sheep. What is our goal? Corporation, put our ducks in a row. Well, that's what they said when I was a kid. They couldn't explain it to me. What happens? A corporation who gets one card, let's say it's a Wells Fargo card. This is a 150 card. They get another one, it's another one. So what do? Every corporation has its own credit files. I'll establish your experience under your Equifax, corporate reports, tax ID, and then we'll daisy chain the credit for every division. One card can be 99 more cards. Is it better to have more than you need or not enough? All right, you can answer that question, right? So one card can get 9 more cards. So we use the corporate credit to finance the business so it doesn't come back to us as a person and the corporation with no intent to defraud. We protect our assets. Isn't that the goal? Always to make sure we never bring the pain home. All right. So in the future or soon, I'd like to get you the gold and personal, all right, and the business ones as well. Personal, definitely, because they don't fluctuate. Those are your emergency cards in case you ever know what day. So let's understand. Here's Danny. Danny's one of the partners that I partner up with. Danny's problem, he got lazy, sloppy. Okay, I don't like lazy and sloppy. Okay, we bought an apartment complex. There's 64 units. How many divisions do I need? Okay, I need 66. One to receive it, one to guarantee it. I'm not going to guarantee me. I'm not going to be a duck or a sheep because that'd be called stupid, and I'm not stupid. Okay, I'm not going to play stupid. I'm going to protect my family when I roll that dice. It is my job to protect the family, not hurt the family and say I'm going to take a chance. No, no, no. We never take a chance like that. We turn around. All right, here's the problem. He didn't get enough divisions set up. Now understand, there's 64 units, right? I want to become the bank. I'm going to do an assignment of equity, assignment of asset, and I'm going to give them a deed, all right, for their unit. And they're going to give me money based on they can afford it as a down payment. I'm going to become the banker for 30 years. That's how it works. Now, I've been teaching leveraging money for over 40 years to rich and famous people for years. Unit 36 came out of a bathtub. They broke their toe. She was so wanting to blame everybody else because she's clumsy. Okay, she broke her damn toe. Don't blame me. Danny, what did you do? He didn't get the division set up fast enough, have her sign the new lease. So it cost him $20,000. So Danny, she wants 50. Negotiates out of your pocket, not mine. What is my goal? I want to become the bank. I want to be the bank for 30 years. I buy things, I don't resell them. You buy things, you sell them to get the new things. That's called so bad. Why didn't you become the bank before you sell it? And keep it. And they pay you and you pay the credit you have in the first place. So we could play the game to win. Now you have to decide this year, and when I get you to $2 to $3 million, or we partner up in the business, how many divisions do you need? All right, let's based on type of business. If I'm looking at laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash, books I wrote about those as well, and I owned all of those as well. No problem. Okay, then I've got to think about maybe it's a storage unit. I remember my next father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, I bought my first storage unit when I was 19. It's like, what a simple business. I don't have to think there's money coming in. Boring as could be. That's what I wanted, boring and steady. If it's an apartment complex, probably 72 divisions. So your goal is to figure out how do you set it up that you're ready to play. If you have 9, you need 18, 18, you need 36. All right, you have basically 36, you need 72. Okay, you don't want to be like Danny, you don't at the last minute, but that's up to you. Divisions filed, we're going to move them around anyway. Let's understand, I'm a father of 6. I have 13 grandkids. I have a beautiful wife that's the love of my life. She's my rock for the last couple of decades. Okay, I will not bring the damn pain home ever. I'd rather shoot myself in the foot with my Glock. That's not acceptable to me, never. So what do we get to do? We have to roll the dice as a division. If we do this correctly, the way I designed it in the 80s, it's very simple. Corporation, divisions, divisions, divisions. This allowed me $16 million of credit. Every entity under a corporation entitled to tax ID is entitled to credit reports and up to 1 million of credit. Okay, you turn it into a profit center. Money, that's the goal. Again, do you want to be a millionaire? Do you want to be a millionaire? Oh, everybody goes, yeah, no. I want you to have a millionaire corporation. That's the key. I don't want to be a millionaire. I learned something when I was 8.5 years old. That whole weekend, I sold seeds, collectors, and mowed yards. You don't get a family. I get used and abusing all this BS and people I got to live with. Shitty people. I'm counting my money on the kitchen table. This woman grabs some money, says, you're paying rent. Who the blank makes a kid 8 years old pay friggin' rent? I wanted to kick her in the shins. But what did I do? Went back to the library to study. I looked at savings bonds. You ought to be looking at double I bonds and E bonds today, especially for grandkids. But it's up to you. So again, I learned never have something in my name. Every time I had something, they wanted to take it away. No, 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 no. I want to be the damn puppet master. So every corporation, every piece of real estate has to be a division because it also gives me a line of credit up to $1 million. The series, financial series. When I was the largest registered agent in the world in 2009, I've sold 10 times more than Nevada Corp. Anybody on this planet to this day. Tax balancing, become the bank, all right, and literally buckets of money. But we don't need Nevada in the beginning until we're in the profit zone. But again, this is why I designed this in the first place, okay? Because I want to create millions and billions, and that's what I did. So the division process, let's understand. You give me a name of a company, all right, division or corporation, any name you want. I set up the dashboards in 1987. The name, I have history on my dashboards as an affiliate. I established Experian, Treasury, and Equifax. That means we have credit files, build credit to it, and then after we daisy chain credit to divisions, then we obtain the tax ID. Has to be that way. As we do this, we're building an umbrella. I add 2,000 of history. That establishes the reports. Like one of the people I talked to earlier, she has no credit. All right, and she's going to ask him, is, want to be an authorized user? No, no, no. Security card. No, 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 no. Let me go to my dashboard. Usually I can get a card between $500 to $3,000 with no credit. Let's do that first. All right, it's easier that way. Okay, so here's 2,000 of history. We built an umbrella. Now, what happens tonight? This weekend, we have divisions. It's a specialty class at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Take a picture of this right now, okay? So if you wanted 1, 3, with or without credit, 9, 12, okay? Someone asked a question on the last, about a week ago or so before the end of the year. I doubled the numbers that they did it, and he's asking me if I do it tonight. Well, okay, only for you. But if I do it for you, I got to do it for everybody. That means if you did divisions tonight, for whatever you pick here, all right, you would get 6, 18, or 24. Yes, I will on it because you asked the question. It's a Zell, or you call the office again, 800-254-9506. And tonight they're waiving the 5% fee that's added by the bank. We're going to eat that ourselves for you. Now, here's a division. Corporation creates an entity. What did I want? I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee. That's the beginning of all my pieces. Shopping centers, Shakey's, 31 Flavor, donut store, all these pieces I kept collecting ran by a third party. I didn't want to run a business. I want someone to run it for me. Okay. So again, a division gets in a division. So if I can have babies, so can a corporation. How's that? And subdivisions and divisions and divisions. If a division is set up, it's a legal what again? Person or entity, allowed tax ID, then I don't want to do what? I can separate pieces if I have a problem. I mean, I want to have the ability if I have an shit day, then I get rid of the bad piece, keep the good pieces. Hey, cities and states do this every day. So do banks, grocery stores, and that's how they play the game. We get to play to win. So if we do this correctly, let's understand something. The divisions I'm gonna have, but they're shrinking my limits. They're scaring the crap out of me. All right, what am I doing wrong? Trying to ask people about credit. It's like back then, even now, some people so screwed up, don't know what they're doing anyway, and they're going blah, blah, blah all the time. What did I do? I created a book called Buckets of Money. I took 4.6 million of that credit and I dissected in 41 divisions. I did my research. Did I loan out money? C191D. I can loan money privately. Okay. So I did that. And what happened? It's very simple. I created $190,000 a month just by using the credit. It saved the credit. It actually made the credit grow. Is that good or bad? Now, the weird thing I didn't think in the beginning when I did this is the assets behind it were worth the notes, worth $1.1 billion. That's how we got to 3.7 billion in 2009. All right, before that as well. But then I got to lose it in a coma and come back and rebuild it again. That's just the way it works. So again, what do we do? So if you want to build a matrix, you get the book called Buckets of Money. You learn to get 41 divisions, auto income, 90, what did I do? This 98. All right, it's 97 and 98. What did I put here? Probably 98. There it is, 98. Wow. See, that's a bucket of money. Now, the next matrix, I did 3 of them, was 16 million. The next one after that was 32. So again, this was 661,000 a month. So credit became an income, and that got me my cash flow free at my time. That's how I designed it, and that's how it worked. But again, it's up to you what you want to do. So this is pathetic. I lost my job. I don't get this. I ate out of a trash can as a kid, got used and abused, and got pissed off. I took my anger and just studied every book to be the smartest person I could meet because I knew people were stupid. They didn't know how to play the right way. They're too busy listening to blah, blah, blah. This man needs to man up. He needs to go to the church for the food. Very simple. Or my wife's outreach, not a problem. Or, and then from there, drive an Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. Have a damn garage sale. I mean, come on. I came out of a coma in 2011. Okay, literally. We're homeless. What am I going to do? All right. We're in the car. We just found out the house is not our house. What are we going to do? Simple. Honey, take me to Mark's place. His family owns Jewelry Mart. I'll be right back, sweetheart. Walk around the oxygen tank for 2 years, no problem. Come back to the car. Where's your wedding ring, honey? Where's your Rolex? I said they're being clean, sweetheart. I'm not going to tell my wife the truth. I'm sorry. I'm going to lie to her. She knows I'm going to lie to her, flat to her face. I don't need her to be more upset. So I told her it's being cleaned. Take me over to Best Buy. Best Buy got instant credit for 25,000 because I got what? I got 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. I'm ready to kick assets no matter what happens because I'm not going back to the pier eating out of a freaking trash can. Best Buy, need that. Oh, I got 51,000 of credit cash. Well, that was fun. I got these Visa gift cards, my phone. I'm ready to go to war because I got to give my family a place to live. So let's understand what I did next. Because I had those divisions and closet divisions, I built 1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. I bought my wife her next dream house. Why do you stay down? What's wrong with you? You still work or something? All right. Happy wife, happy life, of course. See, I knew one thing. If I get her the house, she'll make it a home. She'll leave me alone. I go kill it. But if not, it's like I got to help her in this. No. I need to free up that time to focus. I got to make her happy. Every bucket's a bucket of money. That's how it works. Now, privacy. It's very simple. I would like your driver's license, insurance, registration to be changed. All right, to P.O. Box or mailbox, etc. or something. I don't want you giving people where you live. I don't care if it's a bumpity bump or the police officer. Nobody deserves to know where you live. Privacy is key. Make you a money making machine, of course. That's the goal. See, what happens if I don't partner up with somebody who does it my way and they get sued, I'm screwed. Because what? They're going to do it all wrong? No, 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 no. Okay, we're going to do it my way. Okay, my way. We're going to rebuild them like Humpty Dumpty. We're going to get them, all right, literally 10,000 and build their credit up and away. We're going to give them that discount. They're going to go to class Friday, Saturday, or both, or whenever they can. They're stuck with me every step of the way. All right, we're going to discount $9.99. Okay, simple. I like that. But the goal you have to have in your brain, in your heart, is to never bring the damn pain home. There's no reason to. Corporation, we're going to build it my way. Division process. We roll that dice. We make you a CFO. We charge you $24.99, but I'm giving you 10 times your money back, $25,000 of credit. Analyze, you're stuck with me. Adding history, you're stuck with me. Okay, popping credit, I'm personally doing it for you. You're still stuck with me. Okay, I will not let a client down ever. The devil showed up, I'd help him. That's just the way it's been. I don't do this for the money. I don't need the money. I do it because this is my assignment, I believe. So $19.99 today. Simple. It's a Zelle. You call the office. They waive the fee. Simple. Let's do it now. So if we play, maybe you got bad credit. You're not ready to go play. How about this? Supply and vendor credit. Now, OPM money. When I did that in the 70s, I got put down because I'm using money to basically fix up properties. See, for me, it's like I wanted to buy carpet at wholesale price. I went to lumber on a carpet mill. They told me I was not qualified as a wholesaler. Okay, I set up my division, went over to Norwalk, filed my division, wholesale carpet, went right back. What did I do? Purchase order, yards of carpet, deliver it when I need it. That's how it worked. Called JIT, just in time. There we go. See, supply and vendor credit. We could sell that today. We could build a Dun & Bradstreet even with bad credit. Take a picture here. See, some of you are screwed up and jacked up. Why don't we take the corp and get supply credit and turn that into 51,000 of supply into cash? Why don't you come back around and rebalance your debt and solve your problem you screwed up on? Then let's go sell Amazon and eBay. Problem solution. That's just me. Problem solution. I want 100,000 of personal credit, 29% utilization. I need one salary year, 71,000 of safety. Got it? That's where the numbers come from. Corporation need 100,000 plus. What are we going to do next? Simple. We're going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty my way. There's only 10 great credit cards on planet Earth anyway. I'm going to get you the Green Spark for 100,000 and two at 30. Oh, that'd be 160. If we take that 160 times 9, is that $1 million? Yeah. Oh, if we did B of A the same way, Wells Fargo, Inks, the gold cards. We could take 5 out of the 10 that I love and build up to $5 million of credit to go get the American dream, to get a $1 to $2 million business this year. Yeah. And the only thing holding you back is you. Now we got to go play with the bank. Banks will give you what is called bridging the gap, up to $150,000 unsecured line of credit. They want a 2-year corporate, 2-year division. These are my 5 favorites. Okay. All right. And then I call it checkbook money because they give you a checkbook and a debit card. Now that could be up to $5.4 million. Divisions allow me to create a business plan and project $1 million in sales. We just started the year. Let's go kill it. Let's win this year. Let's run. The Millionaire Maker. What does that mean? I'm going to help you, hold your hand, guide you so you understand how to play, and you're going to become a corporate millionaire corporation. 2 to 3 million this year. That should be your goal. Now, if you allow me to position on my dashboard, I can get you a platinum card, personal business simultaneously. I can get the expense card for employees or the vision cards. See, that's how we multiply credit. Ooh, that fun. How about the gold card too? Did you know that every application for 17 years now had the division process that I pushed for then? It's on the reports even now, every application. American Express is nuts. They offer you 99 more cards. We don't need that many. All right, what do we need? In the beginning, 4. What do we do now? We want the personal line of credit. Oh, we want that blueprint loan too. 250,000 up to that. We want to do what? We want to play the game and understand. Let's write down reference 3 times 5. If your business is running the business and I line it up correctly and we got the personal business card, everything else, we're going to go get some money. You're going to turn it into $1 million business. And what we're going to do is get that line of credit. This is a pastor of a church in Los Angeles. And this is Gerald. All right, I got him 100,000 at a U.S. Bank. I said, Gerald, I want to reference and leverage that money first. Okay, see, he wanted to buy 2 apartment complexes next to the church. Okay, let's do this. Let's reference. So when you have 100,000, we put 75,000 in the account. We put a CD, line of credit. That became a reference of 3. So the bank would see 225. That's what they want to see, movable money as well. Based on my structure and what he did to leverage some money, they gave him a loan of $1,125,000. And he bought 2 apartment complexes. The aunt runs one, mom runs the other one. Is that how we do it, right? See, isn't that the goal, to win? So let's look at auto income, manageable debt, offset taxes, 100,000 of personal, and $1 million for the corporation. Let's leverage money to get the goodies, okay? Let's understand. If today we take corporate credit, cash credit, borrow money is not taxable, we can write out the interest rate in the credit card. What do we get to do? We get to take that money and buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income should always be, all right, real estate or franchise, because it can be managed by a third party. You're just an investor. You now become the bank. If you need 100,000 of credit tonight, simple. The office normally charges 10%. If you did it tonight with me, it's very simple. It is $79.99, $8,000. You save 2. If you wanted 50,000 of credit instead of the 5,000, tonight it's discounted again, $39.99. If you wanted the 25,000 of credit, get your feet wet instead of 2,500, well, what do? You may get it for $19.99. What do we do here? It's a Zelle, or you call the office and talk to your specialist. See, the goal should be make you a money-making machine. You might want to run your business. That to me is liability. I just want to own necessity business, and I called it auto income. I didn't know about passive income, residual income. I saw it, but that's not what I needed. To me, in my mind as a kid, was auto income. Auto income. I needed money come in automatically, pay my bills, get the hell out of my way, do more. And that was my fun stuff. And that's what I did. See, you don't have your time. And I think that's kind of disappointing. The goal is everybody's fighting for time. Well, let's do this. Get up an hour earlier every day. I'm up every day at 2:25. That's right. All right, ever since I was a kid, abused, I had to get up at 2:25. So the abuser can get me at 2:30. It's simple. My life has always been programmed that way. It's just stuck. But I like my me time too. Take a picture here. That's the kind of business I want to give you, get you, drive around, say, why don't you own it? Put yourself in check and understand that's the goal we're going after. From here, we're going to play my way now. You had your chance. You're fired. My way works. So what do? This is the year to run. We don't look back. We basically write it down and say it 10 times a day. I will accomplish my goal. I will accomplish my goal. Brainwash yourself to accomplish your what? Goal. Coaching programs are simple. My junior, senior coaches, they're very good to coach with you. If it's me personally, when you coach with me, it's simple. You're stuck with me no matter what, because I do all the classes anyway. If we blueprint you, what is the goal? I always want husband, wife, or partner in life on this call, like the last one I got, because I can feel these are really good people. They've been guided wrong, had some problems, and kind of people screwed them up a little bit. But they want to control life versus life controlling them, which is good. So what do we look at? Blueprint. We have to look at past, present, and future. Good, bad, ugly. Did they ever mess up American Express or Chase? Do they have a tax lien or a bankruptcy problem? Ever? Next, we got to look at family. Okay, family. Husband, wife, kids, grandkids, whatever. What do we look at? Corporation. Divisions. Do we have any divisions? Do you understand divisions yet? Irrevocable trust. I've always planned to live, but I also plan to die, because someone has to take over as the puppet master when I'm dead. Okay, simple. I incorporate my kids the year they were born. That's how it works. Car should be a division. House should be bought through the trust, so nobody knows it's yours. All right, auto income, cash flow fee per time. Currently, a blueprint call with me is $9.99. As of this Saturday, it's going back to normal price, $19.99. So if you needed it, I'd get it tonight, now. If not, on Saturday, it just goes back to 1999. From there, what do I always do? Simple. I would take like my Wells Fargo 150 cards, debit cards, 150,000 on a credit, 300 grand. I take 40,000 off. That would do my laundromat, my car wash, all right, basically, or my, all the things, laundromat, car wash, and dry cleaner business. Auto income. If I took 100,000, that's like a storage unit. If I want an apartment complex, that's the 250. See, I don't always buy in bad areas, okay, to fix them up. Or I buy in areas that make me money. And that's the goal. Boring and steady should be what you focus on. Next, when you basically look at what I want you to do, I want you to become an investor. I want you to not run it, but own it. I want you to be the bank. That's my specialty. So if you're in the coaching at the end, don't be surprised. I'll say, would you like to pick one from my inventory? Or let's go get the one you want, okay? The goal is to get you something auto income. That would be the goal. David here just did what I told him to do. 96,000 a month, 8 months later. So if we build it right, we can actually win the game of business. If you want to coach with me for 6 months, okay, 3 years, no, 6 months, 3 months, 12 months, or 6 weeks, get your feet wet. But a lot of times you might be with a junior or senior coach. You have to make sure I have space for you to be on my situation in my calendar. So we blueprint you. Okay, we do that. Next thing we have to do is we're going to give you another 25,000 of credit. From there, what happens? Expedite the rapid. We want you in level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes all the time during that 6 weeks. Usually it's 11,596. If it was done tonight, it's 5,000 bucks. It's a write-off anyway. You get to win, and then you're stuck with me again and again. It's a zell, or you call the office right away. It's simple, and they're going to waive the 5% fee today. All right, let's say you wanted 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. This means you want to fight to get the keys. 20% of my clients want to get their hands dirty, and I got them through the escrow. 80%, Ray, just do this or do the next one for me. I just need an income. I want to own the Wendy's, but I don't want to run it, kind of thing, okay? No problem. So what do? Well, the IRS says 5 million below small company. So our goal should be when we're in coaching 3 years, 3 months to a year, should be $5 million coaching. That should be the goal to fight to get the keys. Again, that would be the ultimate goal to get that and accomplish the goal. From there, I just look at 2025. It is literally the greatest year in mankind, number-wise, we could actually do. It has nothing to do with your sign and all that stuff, by the way. It's your turn. We have the ability for auto income up to 100,000 monthly. But what's the goal? We got to stop doing what you're doing. Those reruns have to stop. We got to get to the point we get to the CFO level and invest. As we do these pieces, what is our goal? Invest corporate cash credit into a business, get the returns up to 100,000 a month, and then build it from there. As we do these pieces, what's next? We have to understand, all right, your personal credit, we have to use projections, business credit as well, limits, and always increasing. Daisy chain credit, that's where we take one card and get more cards for the division process. And then from there, always increasing. Weekly analyzations, all classes, and your calls are bi-weekly with me. Very simple, and always a rapid refresh. So the goal is, if you were in a 3 months program, that would cost you 8,000 bucks. But as a bonus, all right, I always give you 50,000 more credit. If you're in a 6 months program, your bonus is $15,000 for the 6 months, and I'm getting you 150. If you're in a 12 months program, it's 30,000, and we're going to get you 300,000 of credit. Depends what your commitment is and what you're trying to do and accomplish. If you're in currently coaching, you can extend your coaching, but you have to extend it while you're in it. If not, because we had a backlash with people and reps and everything else, when they re-sign up because there was a gap, then they sign up for the real price. They don't get bonus credit at that. So if you're in coaching right now, I'd always say extend if you're going to extend. That would be your prices today. And that's the goal. If you don't extend while you're in it, then it's always going back to the normal pricing. This here is where I'm turning this into a blueprint custom. Now, this is only for about 10% of clients. This is literally me, all right, 100,000 of personal credit, $250,000 of cash credit, daisy chaining, blueprinting money all over the place. I'm getting location. I'm giving them $75,000 ownership, 75% of ownership of the location. My corporation retains 25, and we manage it all. They just get money, and they like that. So what happens is, but that's an expensive program. That's 100 grand, okay, to do that. All right, but again, that makes them into about $5 million companies. So it's always a zell as you do things today. Always you got an office, you got people still at the call center, 800-254-9506. Now, sometimes I bill people too much credit, or sometimes people want to have an income. All right, what I did for me is I took the credit I built to keep it alive, I loaned it out. So if I take $5,000 and put it in a bucket of money, okay, no matter what it costs you, maybe it costs you 50 or $100 a month or something. What happens is, all right, when you do this and you do this correctly, my way, you get 8, 9, 10 per month. So for that 5,000, you get this. What it does is it almost doubles the money in 12 months for you. There's a broker's fee of 2, and then the bucket's 5,000 you put into it. That's what I did to do cash flow free per time. I got a cash flow, maintain the cards, build it up and away. So please look at boring and steady today. That would be the business. These are the ones I'd like you to focus on. And that would be the goal. If you want us to do it all for you, we will do that as well. But again, when I do locations for people and all they want is a location, I charge 25,000 bucks. Used to charge 100 grand. But it's a location, I'll guide you and get you through the process. And now you get the keys. You want to run it? Go ahead. I don't want you to run it, to be honest with you. If you're in a coaching program, all right, usually I charge you $5,000. But again, now it's going to be part of a coaching process to show you a location you want or hand you one out of inventory. The goal is always to fight to get the keys. Not easy. A division of a corporation, for instance, let's say today, all right, you're corp and you get a division, you do it my way, and you want to partner up with me. Okay, we're going to share that entity. This allows me, my corporation, to work with you, close the escrow, do all the work for you with the credit I built you. You get 75% of ownership. I'll get 25, and my management companies will manage it for you. You just get income. And the goal is to everyone to be bought out. We do that, no problem. I've been partnering up with my clients since 1987. So that makes millionaires and billionaires all the time, because I don't think they really want to run a business. The management company does it all for us. So I don't want to run a business either. We're just going to make some money. That's the goal. So again, you got call center. You can call right away. What is their ultimate goal? Think about if your corporation's creating money in and out, in and out. American Express has a $250,000 loan called Blueprint. And Scott, that works for that company years ago, told me they named it after me. Who knows? Probably not. Who knows? I don't know. But again, it's called a Blueprint loan for $250,000. The gateway to get that loan in the now future is always look at the platinum card. You log in, it says Blueprint. But remember, you want that up to $250,000. You got to make sure your corporation's doing about $100,000 a month. They want to see movable money. If we obtain that and I guide you through that process, no problem. All right, now you can also multiply that with divisions, which means every division can get $250,000. You can actually build $2.5 million, probably in about a year and a half, but it's up to you. Remember the blueprint we started tonight. Banks and grocery stores file bankruptcy on entities. You allowed yourself to be a duck and a sheep. You can have 3 divisions of you. You have the ability to have division, process, problem, disconnect, isolate, incorporate. We can look at all the banks, the grocery stores, the cities, what they do in front of you. And the problem is most people didn't look behind the curtain and learn how to do this and play the game. And that's what I did as a kid and as an adult. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. I look behind that curtain for you. I make sure we don't bring the pain where? Home. So for me, I do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. Your opportunity is now, if you want to call the office right away, at 800-254-9506. Again, if we ever partner in a business to do something, all right, we're going to have to do it my way, all right, because I don't want to do it your way. Sorry. I want to make sure it works, and I don't want you bringing the pain home. That was my whole desire when I decided to get married and have kids, okay? I had no one to help me or train me to do any of this. I had to do it myself. It was God and me. So your ability tonight is if you want to change your life, call the number right away, and I can get you past go. My name is Ray Reynolds, and I am the Godfather of Credit. We do our best. God always does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.